so he's decided to leave it. It's going to be interesting to see what Tank does next. I guess he'll fight the winner of Pitbull against Rayo this Saturday, but we'll see.
The clash of power and speed between Gervonta Davis and Rayo Valenzuela has been confirmed. Jose Valenzuela, also named Rayo, says he wants his title shot next against WBA regular lightweight champion Gervonta Davis after defeating Pitbull Cruz and Chris Colbert by a split decision in their WBA World Super Lightweight Championship. Rayo is just 24 and believes that he can knock out Tank Davis and wants that fight next. Gervonta Davis's promoter and renowned businessman Leonard Ellerby made it clear that Gervonta Davis, also called Tank, is the undisputed king of excitement. He's not just a fighter, but a powerful warrior who electrifies crowds with every punch. He mentioned, "Tank is the guy. He's the one that everyone gets excited waiting. They're waiting for him to announce when he's coming back. You know he's anything that he does. People are just excited to see because he delivers each and every time he goes out there and gets the fans exactly what they want." Ellerby viewed that Tank's fights are always highly anticipated. People are eager to know when he's stepping back into the ring. According to Ellerby, Davis consistently delivers thrilling performances. Tank's ability to entertain and dominate makes him one of the most exciting and talked about fighters today. Leonard Ellerby also dropped some tantalizing hints about Tank Davis by saying there's much more to Tank than just his knockout power. Leonard Ellerby further said, "Well, Tank is more than a knockout puncher. You guys just haven't seen him go his bag yet. Speaking of Tank, what's going on? Is he returning this year? Just wait and see. I'm very confident that when he's ready to go, he's going to lit the boxing world." Meanwhile, Tank's potential opponent Rayo Valenzuela is ready to knock out Tank. In a heated battle where both fighters were rocked, Dominican boxer Edwin de los Santos capitalized on Rayo Valenzuela's severe aggression, sealing the fight with a stunning knockout. Edwin de los Santos, reflecting on his victory over Rayo Valenzuela, said, "I knew Rayo was coming with everything, and I was prepared to capitalize on that. His aggression created opportunities and I took full advantage. This knockout proves I'm ready for whatever comes next."
He's a beast.
He's the real deal, man. He's the truth.
He looked really good this weekend. How does he do? He said that Devin Haney has all the belts. He wants the Haney fight. You sparred Haney, right?
No, that's fine.
Okay. How does he do with Devin?
That's a good fight.
Rayo Valenzuela is fiercely focused on securing a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis, driven by his belief that he has earned the opportunity. He points out that after winning the WBA mandatory position, he feels he's proven himself worthy of a title shot. That was a fight in which both guys were hurt, but De Los Santos took advantage of Rayo's aggression to knock him out. Rayo wants title shot against Tank. Jose Valenzuela cleared about wanting a title shot against WBC regular lightweight champion Gervonta Davis next. He said, "I'm going to try to get this fight with Tank because I feel I deserve the title shot now. Winning the WBA mandatory, I want to deal with the best. Pitbull didn't want to fight me, so now I'm looking to fight Tank. If not him, Rayo wants to challenge for the WBA title against someone else. He wants his mandatory title shot. Tank is expected to be the first fight for PBC, but it's believed that he'll be defending against Isaac Pitbull Cruz in a rematch. Fans don't want to see that fight, but it'll be up to PBC if they want to go in that direction for an unpopular rematch." Rayo feels he's improved since his third-round knockout loss to Edwin de los Santos last year in September. It would be surprising if Tank Davis gave Rayo a title shot. Even if it's ordered, Tank may ignore it and fight someone else. If the World Boxing Association chooses to strip Tank, it won't bother him because he'll pick up another belt at 135. Rayo said, "If he's not there, then whoever they want to bring to me for the title shot, then that's who I'll take. That would be great. I would love a fight against Vasily Lomachenko. He's a hell of a fighter." Rayo Valenzuela expressed his interest in fighting Vasily Lomachenko, highlighting that he has studied Lomachenko closely, particularly because Lomachenko is a left-handed fighter. He said, "I've watched him a lot because he's a lefty. I don't know how possible that is because I'm on the other side of the street, but I would love that." Vasily Lomachenko has won the fight with former unified lightweight champion George Kambosos Jr. It'll be up to Top Rank if they want to match Lomachenko against Rayo after that Tank. They'll probably try and persuade Lomachenko to challenge for the WBC lightweight title against Shakur Stevenson next. Lomachenko said that he wanted big fights next after becoming the world champion.
How does it feel, Vasily?
I feel great. I'm happy because I'm a world champion again. It was my goal, it was my motivation, and now I'm champion again. I'm very happy. I want to say thank you to my promoter, Top Rank, who gave me this chance, my team, my father, my coach, my manager,
Rayo further said, "They say that because they saw the fight between me and Edwin de los Santos, but Edwin caught me. I wasn't as focused. He taught me a hell of a lesson." Rayo mentioned to the boxing fans that he isn't ready for Tank Davis until more time is given to him due to his loss to Edwin de los Santos and Chris Colbert. Rayo replied when asked if he had the package to beat Tank Davis. He said, "I can fall to pieces. If I fought Tank, I'd fight him very smart. I'd have my feet under me, and the one thing you can never count on is power. I also have a long reach. So I'm a dangerous fighter, and it wouldn't be an easy fight for him. I'll tell you that, and I wouldn't be surprised if I knocked him Gervonta out." Definitely, Valenzuela highlighted the importance of maintaining solid footwork and leveraging his power and long reach. He believes these attributes make him a dangerous opponent and suggests that Tank Davis could face significant difficulties in the bout. Rayo Valenzuela reflected on his past fights, acknowledging that Edwin de los Santos exposed some vulnerabilities when he knocked him out, and similarly, he faced challenges in his fight against Chris. Despite these setbacks, he said, "Edwin made me look bad when he knocked me out, but he took it with a price. In the next fight against Chris, I took a loss, but he took it with a price. In this last fight, you saw the power I carry. So, a good camp for Tank, I can see myself beating him. Frank Martin, I respect him as a fighter. I would love to get in the ring with him too." As Jose Valenzuela prepares for his upcoming title opportunity against Isaac Pitbull Cruz, he talks about why he believes his style and preparation are better suited to deal with Cruz as he expects to take home the belt. Valenzuela said, "I've been in camp already for about 3-4 weeks preparing for Edwin, but you know I got a call. A big opportunity presented itself for the world title against Pitbull, and I didn't ask no questions, I took it."
Do you see Rayo getting in a fight with Gervonta now because of that win, because he got the title now? Do you see him moving up to 140 to get that title?
Why not? Why not?
Music to my ears.
Yeah,
I like
why,
that. Yeah.
Why not? Why not? He's a good fighter. Why not?
Do you think if he were to move up, would he stay at 140, or do you see him kind of moving like back and forth between the weights?
I don't want to get into weight classes and all that. We were talking about that fight.
Yeah.
We were talking about that fight.
Yeah.
I like.
But no, I was just saying, like, hey, if he wins a title in that division, like, why not stay there? There's a lot of other great fighters there too.
We'll have to wait and see.
Leonard Ellerby has just shed light on the swirling speculation about Davis's next opponent. With the excitement building, Ellerby confirms that the highly anticipated showdown between Tank Davis and Rayo Valenzuela might indeed be on the horizon. With Ellerby's prediction, the anticipation among boxing fans reaches a fever pitch. He further stated, "Tank is the guy everyone is excited about, and the potential fight with Rayo Valenzuela is exactly what the fans have been waiting for. Rayo brings a unique challenge with his aggressive style, and Tank's return is going to be explosive. We're looking forward to a thrilling match. We have to wait." The excitement is building around Gervonta Davis's next fight with the expected potential matchup with Rayo Valenzuela. Ellerby called the bout between Tank and Rayo as highly anticipated due to Davis's star power and Valenzuela's challenging fighting style. Fans and professionals alike are buzzing with anticipation as this match promises to deliver explosive action and high-stakes drama. Gervonta Davis, known for his brutal knockout power and lightning-fast combinations, has expressed confidence in his ability to dominate Valenzuela. In a recent interview, Davis said, "I've faced tough guys before, but Rayo's going to see what happens when you step in with someone at my level. I'm coming for that knockout." Rayo Valenzuela, a rising star with incredible speed and precision, responded confidently, stating, "I've been waiting for this moment. I respect Tank, but this is my time. I'm hungry, and I'm ready to show the world who I am." His calm demeanor and focus suggest that he's preparing for the biggest test of his career. Boxing analyst Max Kellerman is calling this fight poised to shake up the entire boxing world, he predicted. "This is the kind of fight that could shift the landscape of boxing. If Tank wins, he cements himself as the top guy in his division. But if Rayo pulls off the upset, we could see a new star emerge." Max predicted that if Tank Davis wins, it will solidify his position as the leading figure in his weight class, reinforcing his dominance and reputation. Conversely, if Valenzuela manages to win against the odds, it would mark a significant upset. Such a victory could propel him into the spotlight and potentially make him a new standout star in boxing. Meanwhile, promoter Eddie Hearn sounded in with his take on the bout and said, "This is a dangerous fight for both men. Tank is the favorite, no doubt, but Rayo's youth and fearlessness make him a serious threat. Anything can happen in a fight like this." He predicted that given the variables involved, the fight could go in any direction, making it particularly exciting and open to surprises. Reactions from fans on social media have been equally divided. Many are siding with Davis due to his experience and knockout power, while others believe believe Valenzuela's skill and hunger could lead to an upset. However, the unbeaten secondary WBA lightweight titleist is not the unanimous choice to prevail in the showtime. A growing number of people in the industry believe that Las Vegas's Romero is capable of pulling off what would be a massive upset. Rayo Valenzuela is making a bold prediction ahead of his potential showdown with Gervonta Davis. With keen insights from his extensive film study, Valenzuela is betting on Rolly Romero to cause an upset. He prompted a prediction. "I've been seeing a lot of films on them recently. I think I'm gonna go with Rolly." Tank stopped Leo, a small fighter. He stopped Gamboa, who is at 135, but still a small fighter. Watching the Barrios fight, he looked good, but Barrios was there to be hit. Rolly won't be there like that. He's gonna make it awkward, has a bigger and stronger base than most of the guys Tank has seen. Valenzuela prefers to trust his own eyes more than his ears. The unbeaten lightweight from Seattle by way of Mexico, who is a stablemate of and close friends with unbeaten super middleweight David Benavidez, thinks enough of both fighters where he prefers to fight the winner and the loser by year's end. Such a scenario would put him in a title fight of sorts, at which point he believes he would be facing Romero for the secondary WBA title. Valenzuela admits, "I was actually going with Tank when the fight was first announced. Looking at the film, I just feel like Rolly's gonna do it. We'll see. It's a good fight. I want the winner or the loser."
It was a big opportunity presented itself. It was a dream of mine to become a world champion, and of course I took it, no questions asked. It's my debut at 140. I've been feeling great though. Of course I got the height for 140. In the gym, I've been feeling more powerful. I feel more energized through the workout. So I think it was the move I needed that I didn't know I needed. So I think August 3rd, it's gonna show.
Valenzuela has made it clear that he's aiming to fight against elite opponents. He's particularly interested in high-stakes matchups that can elevate his career to become an undisputed world champion. Jose Valenzuela rose to the occasion and shocked the boxing world as he battered, bruised, and outboxed Isaac Cruz. The American fighter bagged the WBA super lightweight gold as a result, and he is taking some time off before deciding on what he wants to do next. It seems the decision is out, and it might upset or cheer fans, depending on whom they support.
Of course, I've been envisioning it every day since I got the call. It's gonna be fireworks. He's gonna come hard, and I gotta fire back very precisely.
After winning to Pitbull, Valenzuela has hinted that he wants to secure again a rematch, which will be another exciting match. He said it is important for him before pursuing other high-profile fights, particularly with Gervonta Davis. This means that he sees the rematch as a necessary part of his career progression. Valenzuela finds himself mentioned either as a logical rematch with Cruz or a stepping stone for Gervonta Davis if he finally decides to move to 140 and realize his long muted move. However, the case is not a toss-up between the opponents. WBA junior welterweight champion Jose Valenzuela has planned to fight Gervonta Tank Davis in the probably upcoming year, but now he will take off the rest of the year to spend time with family and return in 2025 for a rematch with Pitbull, although he was the winner. While the Renton resident is away from the ring for the moment, his gritty display against Cruz remains the talk of the town. Leonard Ellerby believed it was a long time coming, but gave full credit to Valenzuela. In a conversation with the media, Ellerby expressed, "I have watched the fight, but Valenzuela had made it look easy by executing the game plan to the teeth. I didn't really score, but he made it look easy. I fully expected Rolly to do that, but that didn't happen. Great game plan. Just boxed the guy, turned him, made him miss, and scored." Ellerby had anticipated that Valenzuela would perform well, but he was surprised that the fight went as smoothly as it did. This indicates that Valenzuela exceeded even the expectations of observers.
Good fight.
Yeah?
Good fight. I thought he boxed really, really good. I wasn't surprised at all.
You weren't? No. Why not?
No, because Pitbull is, with all due respect, very good fighter, but kind of like one-dimensional. With all due respect. He's a good pressure fighter, very entertaining, but he can be outboxed. He's got a good chin, but he definitely can be outboxed.
Interestingly, contrary to the recent report, the former Mayweather Promotions CEO didn't ignore a fight between Valenzuela and Davis. He said Valenzuela has fought with Pitbull, one of the top fighters in boxing, and he should be ready for Tank. It was disclosed that Davis was to return to the boxing ring on November 2nd. His opponent is not finalized yet, but it might be safe to say that Valenzuela might not be the one because of his family commitments. Fans have reason to rejoice, but they could approach the news with cautious optimism. Over a year after his emphatic win over Ryan Garcia Garcia, Gervonta Davis returned on June 15th to defend his title from Frank Martin. On the other hand, Pitbull Cruz, who secured his first world title after dislodging Rolando Romero and had to forfeit the WBA belt to Jose Valenzuela 4 months later. But the news update further added that Isaac Pitbull Cruz may also be lined up for a third fight this year. It might happen on the same date when Tank Davis fights, November 2nd, or on PBC Prime's next fixture scheduled for December. So boxing analysts suggested there were chances of the much-needed rematch between Cruz and Valenzuela.
So he's decided to leave it. It's going to be interesting to see what Tank does next. I guess he'll fight the winner of Pitbull against Rayo this Saturday, but we'll see. So he's having to do all the speaking, he's having to do all the entertaining, the interaction, and he's very heavy-handed. His resume can be so much better, and I think he has the ability to beat all of those guys, maybe. But I would love to see him fight Teofimo, to fight Shakur, to fight Devin. I mean, he has a real opportunity to be a great among his time. Lomachenko, I know he's old, but still a good fight.
Promoter Eddie Hearn also hinted that a fight between Gervonta Davis versus Rayo Valenzuela is likely to happen soon. Rayo Valenzuela has updated his resume so he can get big fights, and that will be an electrifying news for boxing fans. Eddie Hearn has just laid it all out for the epic clash between Gervonta Davis and Rayo Valenzuela. He said, "Tank Davis is undeniably the favorite going into this bout. His knockout power and impressive track record put him at the top of the division. This is a dangerous fight for both fighters. Valenzuela's ability to make it awkward and his strong base could challenge Tank in ways we haven't seen before. It's a high-stakes matchup with the potential for fireworks, and I'm eager to see how it unfolds." Hearn defines the fight as high stakes and full of potential excitement. This emphasizes the importance of the bout and the likelihood of an action-packed encounter, suggesting that fans can expect an engaging and intense fight. In the last fight, Rayo Valenzuela secured a notable win against Isaac Cruz. However, the victory came by split decision, which left some observers questioning the outcome and calling for a rematch. As Valenzuela himself noted, it was a tough fight, and I know there were mixed opinions about the decision. I'm open to settling this with Cruz in the ring again if that's what's needed. Rayo has defeated Isaac Cruz commendably. However, the split decision victory left doubts, fueling demands for a rematch. Subsequently, reports of Cruz considering invoking his rematch clause also emerged. With such an exciting array of potential matchups before the year ends, fans have every reason to be thrilled. However, the most sought-after return remains that of Gervonta Davis, arguably the face of modern boxing. The anticipation around Gervonta Davis's next opponent has been a major topic of discussion since his bout with Frank Martin. As noted by boxing insider Mike Coppinger, the proposed matchup between Davis and Lomachenko had all the makings of a classic. Fans were eagerly awaiting the showdown between two of the sport's finest. Unfortunately, the fight fell through when Lomachenko pulled out due to personal reasons, leaving a lot of disappointed fans who were looking forward to this epic clash. Soon after Tank's title defense as a full WBA champion, news emerged that talks of a fight with one of the elite boxers Vasyl Lomachenko had been going on. It was undoubtedly a blockbuster matchup in every sense, but sadly, it came to no avail. Citing personal reasons, Loma refused to proceed with the negotiations further, thus disappointing many fans. As the boxing world buzzes with excitement, the confirmation of Gervonta Davis versus Rayo Valenzuela promises to be a showdown for the ages. So here leaves a big question. Who will face Tank Davis next? Who, in your view, could be the ideal matchup against Gervonta Davis? Or do you feel a Davis-Pitbull Cruz rematch could be equally exciting? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.